In a world rushing toward technology, noise, and non-stop progress, there is one kingdom that chose a different path. A country where tradition isn't just remembered, it's required. A place where happiness matters more than money, where time doesn't seem to pass, or at least not in the way we know it. This is Bhutan. Is it the last traditional kingdom in the world? Nestled in the eastern Himalayas, bordered by China and India, Bhutan is one of the world's most isolated countries. For centuries, it was largely unknown to the outside world. There were no foreign embassies, no international media, and no mass tourism. In fact, it wasn't until 1999 that Bhutan even allowed television or the internet. And to this day, the capital city Thimphu remains one of the only capitals in the world without a single traffic light. But Bhutan's isolation wasn't just geographical, it was philosophical. The Bhutanese leadership made a conscious decision to protect their culture from the overwhelming force of globalization. In 1972, the fourth king of Bhutan, Jigme Singye Wangchuck, introduced a concept the world had never heard before: gross national happiness. A radical idea that well-being, not wealth, should guide a nation's progress. Instead of chasing GDP numbers, Bhutan focused on preserving its environment, culture, mental health, and spiritual traditions. Modernization was not rejected, but it was to be handled with extreme care. It was a philosophy that influenced every decision, from infrastructure to foreign policy, tourism, and even education. Bhutan would modernize, but on its own terms. In Bhutan, tradition isn't just celebrated, it's written into law. National dress is required in schools, government buildings, and formal settings. Men wear the go, and women wear the kira, garments that have remained unchanged for generations. Architecture is also heavily regulated. Buildings must reflect traditional Bhutanese style, with wooden windows, ornate motifs, and no high-rises. Modern concrete towers are simply not allowed. The spiritual life of the nation is equally visible. Bhutan is a deeply Buddhist country, and monasteries known as dzongs serve not only as religious centers, but also as administrative hubs. Annual Tushichu festivals, featuring mass dances and rituals, bring entire communities together to honor deities and pass on stories that go back centuries. These aren't just performances, they're lived culture, echoing through generations. Even the most isolated places can't stay untouched forever. In recent decades, Bhutan has opened its doors, but only slightly. Tourism is allowed, but under a strict, high-value, low-impact model. Visitors must pay a daily fee, travel with licensed guides, and follow approved routes. The idea? Prevent mass tourism from overwhelming Bhutan's fragile culture and environment. The internet and smartphones are now available, but media is carefully monitored and advertising is minimal. Global brands are almost non-existent. Instead, Bhutanese culture, language, dress, food is given priority in schools and public life. In many ways, Bhutan has done what most countries failed to do. It slowed time down. But preserving tradition has its trade-offs. Bhutan's economy is small and heavily reliant on hydropower exports to India. There's limited industrial development and few modern job opportunities, especially for young people. As education spreads, more young Bhutanese are exposed to the global world through study abroad, social media, and new ambitions. Many choose to leave rural areas and even the country in search of work and freedom from cultural constraints. This creates a delicate tension. How do you stay true to your identity when the next generation wants something different? Bhutan now faces a crossroads, trying to retain what makes it unique, while offering its people the opportunities that modernization provides. So, is Bhutan truly the last traditional kingdom? Other countries, like Saudi Arabia or Tonga, preserve certain monarchic or religious traditions. Tibet once held a similar role before Chinese annexation. But Bhutan may be unique in how holistically it blends monarchy, spirituality, governance, and culture into one national identity. It's not just one tradition that survives here, it's an entire worldview, protected by law and lived in daily life. A worldview that says, not everything must be sacrificed in the name of progress. Yet time has a way of catching up, even to the highest mountain kingdoms. In a rapidly changing world, Bhutan offers a rare glimpse into what we might be losing. A place where tradition isn't a relic of the past, but a living part of the present. Whether Bhutan can continue to walk this line between history and modernity, identity and change, is a question that the world, and Bhutan itself, is still answering. Would you ever visit a country where time feels different? Let us know in the comments and subscribe for more journeys into the crossroads of history.